David Pollack joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. Okay, what do you think's going to happen in the Horseshoe on Saturday?
I think everything about this game points to Ohio State, but listen, you're playing at home, which is a huge advantage. One thing to look at with Michigan, they played two teams out of conference, or two teams away from home in conference play. That was Rutgers, who doesn't have a pulse, and Michigan State, who has one conference win on the season. They struggled a little bit with Michigan State. Then they go to Iowa, and they struggle. This is at the Horseshoe, a tough environment. Now you're without your starting quarterback, and John O'Korn's going to start, obviously. And Wilton Spates, listen, he came out last week and all that good stuff, and maybe he miraculously heals by this week, but I don't think so. So you're asking me to pick J.T. Barrett at home versus John O'Korn on the road in his second start for Michigan. I think it's a tough task to overcome for Michigan.
What about the idea there was an O'Connor last year for Michigan State, and he went into that spot and won, right? I mean, that's all I'm hearing back from Ohio State fans when they're like, when I mention our backup quarterback, that's all they're throwing back in my face.
No, and what about 2 years ago in the college football playoff when Ohio State won it with their third-string quarterback? So, I mean, we've definitely seen it. It would be a surprise. Michigan doesn't run the football great. They're not overly explosive on offense. I know they have Darbo and Butt, but besides that, I don't think there's a ton of explosiveness. This Ohio State defense is really – I think it's a low-scoring game. If you can force J.T. Barrett into a few mistakes, I'll say this, too, about J.T. Barrett. I don't trust J.T. Barrett in cold weather or bad weather. I don't know what it is. He'll make a great throw, but then he's off the mark, and you have to make him beat you deep down the field, and that's where he struggles the most, is throwing the deep ball. So I don't expect a lot of high scoring, and I don't expect it to be a blowout by any stretch. I just think when you're Ohio State and you're at home and you got the experienced quarterback and you got all the talent all over the field, I think you should win this game.
All right, David, so you think I'm going to be a very unhappy kid and camper by the time 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock Eastern hits on Saturday? Is that what you're saying?
I'm thinking you might be, but hey, here's the thing: that game's a coin flip game. So I mean, it's not like it'd be a good thing for you to step up, to rise up, Rich, and get happy. But we'll see how it works, man. We'll see how it works.
David, thanks for calling. We'll get you back on shortly. I'd love to chat with you again when things get more solidified.
Anytime, big dog. Anytime.
You got it. That's David Pollack.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.